Hey guys, today's painting tutorial is going to be the first undead miniature I've painted, and it is my Tomb Banshee Count As. This is the classical headless ghost from the Citadel Night Terror range, which I showcased a couple days ago. And for the painting, we're going to be painting him in a traditional, I guess like Asian horror slash traditional white ethereal look. I do like the way these colors work on him, and you can see all the detail just pop. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial, and I will be back with another painting tutorial. But yeah. So guys, we're gonna start off with just a black base coat. You can spray it in white if it's easier, or gray, but I prefer using black. We're gonna base the model in Citadel Celestra Gray. I probably only do 2 coats of this. I found that GW's base paints go on pretty smooth with just 1 coat, but just to ensure I have a solid coat, as the ghost will be white, I want to make sure there is no parts that are too translucent or it's a bit patchy. So just aim for 2 to 3 coats, and you should be set for the next step. So this is what the model should look like after the 2 to 3 coats. So we're going to move on to the first highlight. We're going to do a 50-50 mix of GW Celestra Gray and Ulthuan Gray, the layer paint by GW. So it's the camera doesn't pick it up so well, but I assure you it's there. It's good to set this midtone, as once we add more of the higher highlights, without the midtone, it'd be too, I think, stark between the base coat and the final highlight. So for this 50-50 mix, just lay it on a little bit thicker highlights than you normally would. Again, this is giving the impression of the transition between colors, and you don't have to do, 1 or 2 different glazes. Just put on a nice highlight and your eye will naturally create that transition by itself. So this is what the model should look like after you've highlighted everything. You can start seeing the shapes, break out from the base coat. So moving along, we're going to grab pure Ulthuan Gray from GW and start highlighting everything we have just done in the previous step. For this highlight, I'd say cover 2/3 of all the highlighting you did. Again, you do want to leave your previous step. My mentality for every paint guide I do and every paint job is, if you cover a step completely, you wasted time. There's no need for it. My paint style is meant to be efficient, but also be a little bit above tabletop, or tabletop plus, if you will. So just highlight everything that we initially did. Take your time with it. There's no rush. I would say that because we're painting a spirit, it should only take about 10 to 15 minutes tops. So this is what the model should look like once we did all the Ulthuan Gray. So you can tell he's definitely brightening up and he's starting to really take shape. So we're nearly done actually with the paint job. So we're going to grab GW Ulthuan Gray and Vallejo Dead White. And we're going to make a 50-50. And you can already tell from the video, it is very bright. So I recommend you do take your time. Start reducing your highlights to probably 1/4 or 1/3 of each section you've painted. And don't rush, because, you can just tell it's extremely bright. But this is the second to last highlight you need to do, and then the model will be completed. So this paint job should be applied to more of the spirits of your undead army. I will be doing slightly different ethereal colors for my spirit host, but this is just for that traditional white ghost you would see in, let's say, The Grudge or in Harry Potter. So yeah, this is the model when he's basically 1 step from completion. I'm really loving how he's coming out, definitely striking on the tabletop. So final step, guys, we're going to grab Vallejo Pure Dead White, and you're going to almost put, in some cases I've applied only dots of white, Where his shirt section is, I only put 4 dots where the cloth ends. On the fabrics, I just do the sharpest points. Again, this step meant to be very therapeutic. Take your time, don't rush. This step is kind of the make it or break it. Having all these volumetric lines or just random dots help break up the basically one color model. And there we have it, guys. That's the completed white slash traditional ghost paint job for my undead. Fairly simple, 3 colors, shouldn't take that long. Max maybe an hour to paint. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, many more to come.